All right, so I'm gonna just talk about the trades that I'm interested in this week, and what trades are more ready than others. So for this week, we'll start off with Euro NZD. Okay, so for Euro NZD, currently looking for a daily pullback. Weekly is bull as well, and we have this area of interest here that's below. But for now, we're at the higher high on the weekly. We do need to start seeing a pullback or some sort of movement back toward, showing that we can hop into a trade right now because the daily is at the higher high as well. So yeah, we definitely need to see price kind of pull back around this area of interest. For right now, it is at the higher high. The daily's at the higher high. We can't do anything until we see a pullback. So for right now, we're just monitoring it. And then also, yeah, that pullback can happen. We can have that happen within a few days. So that's why I'm just monitoring it right now. We'll just monitor that for a few days. Euro HKD, okay, we're kind of we're closer to the AOI. As you can see, we're bearish on the weekly time frame, and we're actually headed back so we're pulling back up into that AOI. The only thing is that right now we do have yeah, see, this was a shift of structure here. So technically we are bearish on the daily, so we're not in sync, and there's no opportunity for a counter trend trade since the price is already in the middle and making its way back to that area of interest. So right now, what we want to do is we want to see this structure shift about here, right? So we want to see the actual price come up and do like a structure shift there like that, and then we can, once they are in synchrony, then we can begin to look for, actually, what am I talking about? No, we don't want to see that. What we want to see is, yeah, some sort of like structure shift. If it will do that, right? And then break on the daily, and then we have synchrony between the higher time frames. But right now, that's not going to happen, and it's going to take a few days for it to actually break. What am I talking about? Goodness gracious. Weekly is, yeah. What am I talking about? Oh man. Okay, so let me go back. I'm tripping. So what I'm looking for, since we already have a bearish daily time frame, so what we want to do is technically we already have this pullback. Okay. Yeah, because daily is actually bearish. Yeah, daily is actually bearish. I don't know what I was looking at. I was having an attack of anyways. So daily is actually bearish. I don't know why that's not changing. There you go. Daily is actually bearish. So what we want to see now, since we're having this pullback, is I just want to wait and I want to solidify this candle is is actually a decent pullback. Once I see this decent pullback, then I'll drop to lower time frames. But for right now, it's still going. Still got 8 hours or so for this candle to solidify. So I'm just gonna bring this one up. I like this one. Just gonna yellow flag it, and for now I'm gonna bring this up on our list because I like this one. I think this can happen. I think we're having a good trade here this week for Euro HKD. Okay, USD HUF. USD HUF. Right, currently, right now we have a weekly time frame. You can see we're creating a new lower low on the weekly time frame. Currently, we are bullish daily. So until we actually break this structure shift here, which is right now, since it's in bull, we have to actually see it, break this shift of structure, have this shift of structure before we even think about taking sales. They are not in synchrony, so I'm just gonna pass on this right now. This can happen though. That structure shift can happen this week. Okay, weekly. So weekly for Euro PLN. Okay, weekly we are bearish right now. This is a counter trend trade, right? Since we're at the weekly, we're at the lower low right here. So our take profit will be right here, where this next structure shift is right here, and you can actually see it here and here as well. It looks like some support levels there. But anyways, let's drop down to the daily, because what we want to see is a daily bullish time frame, which is what we see here clearly, and we are seeing a pullback. So we just need to wait for the daily pullback, right? We need to wait for that daily pullback right now for it to be a solid pullback. And then once we have that, then we can move down to the 4 hour. Looks like the 4 hour, we already have that shift and we already have a solid 4 hour pullback, but I actually want to see this daily pullback solidify. And then I would look for this as a trade. And I'm actually move this up because this can happen. This can happen like today. Euro peeling. This can happen definitely today. We start looking for trades there. Okay. Euro HUF. Euro HUF currently we are Euro HUF we're currently bearish weekly at the lower low. Yeah, we're at a lower low right now, and the structure is kind of looks a little messy here. I'm already looking at it, seeing it. Yeah, but so currently we are in sync. Weekly and daily are in sync. I don't think there's a counter trade. I'm just gonna go ahead and erase this out here. I don't think there's a counter trade any longer. But yeah. Yeah, because we had a shift up here. So this is weekly. It's not a counter trend. Yeah, so weekly is bearish, daily is bearish. Take profit. See, that's the only thing is that take profit would be down here. Be somewhere down here. But we're already, no, take profit would actually be right here, but we're already close to it. So it's not a good trade to jump into right now. So I'm just gonna pass on this one right now. Yeah, we're gonna pass on this one. It's unclear structure, pass for now. All right, so I'm actually gonna unflag that. I'm gonna put that not chosen. I don't like that one. It turned out to be very unclear. So next we got Euro GBP. Okay, Euro GBP weekly is bearish. Daily is also bearish, right? Weekly bearish. Let me just double check. Weekly bearish, daily bearish. Yeah. So what we want to see now, since they're both at lower lows, is want to see a legitimate pullback. Okay, if we need a pullback, we need to show a little pullback. So we want to buy at a higher low. I mean a lower high. To then sell at a lower low. That's what we're doing. So until we get that, just simply waiting, simply monitoring. USD CHF weekly is currently bearish, right? We're at this AOI currently. Okay, a weekly bullish. Okay, we got daily is bearish. So the only thing is we need to have them in sync, right? The weekly is bullish, but we think that we can have this shift this week. Boom, that's all we need. It's just that shift that changes that shift to structure, and then this becomes the higher low, and this becomes the higher high, and then we can look for buys. Our take profit will be somewhere like right here. Yeah, so it's a nice little trade. But for now, we just monitor USD DKK. Okay, weekly is currently bullish. Okay, daily is currently bullish as well. Okay, it is pulling back into, let's take this area of interest. It is pulling back into this area of interest here. Okay, we like this because we're showing a daily pullback. We're creating that higher low, right? But we just need to see it solidify. We need to see it actually a legitimate pullback candle. Then we can start dropping down to our 4 hour, right? So that's what we want. We want to see that daily candle solidify. GBP USD currently is bearish on the weekly. Okay, as we see here, we got bearish time frame here from here to here. Okay, so we dropped down and we already had a pullback. So we had a bearish time frame pullback into that AOI, and then we also now we have a daily bearish technically, but we haven't closed that. We haven't closed this daily candle, and this candle is already looking like it's going bullish. So this might be even off of our monitoring list, but we want to wait here first. It's looking like it's not going to be ready, not anytime soon. So we're going to take the yellow off of that one because that doesn't look, doesn't look like it's going to be ready, but it definitely can close under, and then we could definitely do a reverse below, but it has to meet the criteria right now. It's not looking too good, but we just keep monitoring. CAD JPY. So CAD JPY, we're currently bearish. Okay, currently bearish. Here, daily is bearish as well. We're looking for our pullback right here. We're getting our daily pullback. This is good. If we can go a little bit higher, that would even be better. And then we'll jump to a lower time frame. So I like this one here. And this can definitely happen today. We can definitely close here, and then we can start looking for trades there. I like that. Okay, CHF JPY. CHF JPY currently is bearish. Okay, weekly is bearish. Okay, weekly is bearish. This looks good. We're having a pullback, going back up into that AOI. We're also having that daily pullback. This is wonderful. We're still going to be waiting for our pullback. Waiting for daily pullback. Waiting for daily pullback candle to close. Okay, and then we would actually be looking for a trade here, but we want to make sure, since this is technically a bearish frame, we just want to make sure we have a solidified bullish daily candle pullback, and then we can look a little bit further. Okay, good. AUD CAD. AUD CAD. We got weekly. Weekly is bearish. Weekly bearish. Okay, we rejected at that AOI. That looks good. Okay, and we also have a daily bearish. Now we're just looking for that pullback. That's all we're doing. We're just looking for a pullback, high or low. Lower high to lower low. For right now, just monitoring. Need to see pullback. USD CZK. It's kind of like the same thing. A lot of these trades are kind of like the same thing. Right now we have a weekly bullish frame. We pulled back into this AOI. We rejected it. We saw that. So now we're just looking for that the synchrony of those two time frames. Then we have daily making its pullback. Once that solidifies, then we can start looking to lower time frames. Very nice. USD weekly, it is currently bearish. We like that. It went to the AOI. It body closed at the AOI, and now we're looking at lower time frames, which is the daily. The daily is showing bearish as well. Okay, we have a daily. Actually, no, this is a bullish time frame because right here we have the shift. See right here, this was actually the shift of structure right there, right? So just a little nuanced shift of structure. So right now, this is actually not in sync at all, and I don't even know if this is a good trade to even be monitoring right now. So I might even put this on the back burner because it's going to be so much. It's going to be so it's going to take so much to. Well, it's not going to take so much, but in a few days, this can actually happen. Let's say that we have the rejection. 3-4 candles down, boom, we actually have the shift of structure, and then we can start looking to sales. But right now, it's going to take us a few days. I am guessing. We're definitely not looking for entries right now. So, we're just not going to flag that one. It's going to keep monitoring, move on. Weekly, we are looking for a daily pullback. Yeah, weekly is near the AOI. We're actually at the AOI. So is daily. I like this pullback happening. This is looking solid, and this can definitely happen close to where we want it to happen. So we're just looking for that close. And AUD JPY, I'm gonna move that up into my today. Ready for today almost. Yeah, I like that one. Okay, last one for this week. We have weekly bearish. We're close to the AOI. Okay, I like this one as well. Same thing with the daily. Okay, we just need that solid. We just need that solid closure of that daily candle, and then we can drop down lower. I like this one here. This can definitely happen, and it's closer too. So I'm gonna move this up into my today list. Okay, and then lastly, for what I've already added these two, but these other three for today, what can happen here? We're bearish on, we're bearish on the weekly, but this is actually a counter trend. This is USD SEK. So we're actually bearish on the weekly. The daily is bullish. The price is moving down. Hopefully it'll, it'll show some resistance here at the bottom, and it'll stop here because this is the pullback we wanted to see, but it might be going too deep. It might be going too far. So we'll just monitor it. We won't look for entry right now. I was looking for entry earlier today, but this is starting, this is pulling back a little bit further. We do want to see the closure, daily pullback, candle closure, and then we can start looking to entry, because we just need to have the daily and the 4 hour in sync. And it looks like that is so. Looks like we're still in alignment. We just have to have it stop at some point on the daily time frame. So we're just going to closely watch that, and then we'll look for enters maybe later today in about 8 hours or so before we go to bed here on GMT3 time in Brazil. USD weekly. Okay, USD is bullish. Daily is bullish. Price is moving back toward this AOI. We did have the shift on the daily, so we're creating that daily pullback, which I think can have he's having a little rejection right here. So once that stops, then we'll look to lower time frames and look for entries after that daily pullback candle closure. All right. Last but not least, we have USD ZAR. So USD ZAR, we have weekly, and weekly is bullish, daily is bearish. So we're just looking for that. We're simply looking for that candle closure, waiting for a daily pullback candle closure, and then we would look into entries. For right now, we're just monitoring it. Could be ready soon. I like this. The TP would be here, boom, somewhere right up in there. Yeah, and then we'll be good. So for right now, that is the pairs that I am interested in. I'll go over the not chosen pairs on another one, but that's more than enough of what I am interested in right now, today and this week. All right, peace.